today we are making Cinderella's peasant dress, and the reason behind it is basically that a reel has been shown to me in my dream and I need this dress to make it, so let's go! So for the skirt I ordered this. It was supposed to be brown, it clearly isn't, but I think it's going to work really well. I like the color better probably, so for the shirt, I'm using this blue muslin. I also have white muslin for the apron and for the headskirt. And lastly, I have this black velvet for the corset. I know it's a little bit different, but I'm kind of basing it off my Belle costume. Okay, so first of all, we have this cute little thing. I'm not sure what it's called in English, but we're going to be tracing it and making the shirt based on this. We did a mini historical show last weekend and I wore this under my corset and I really like the shape of it, and that's what I'm going to start with. So this, then the skirt, and probably the corset is going to be last. So it's a couple days later. So I left off after cutting out all the pieces for my peasant shirt. So I think we're going to start by sewing it together now. Okay, so what I think I'm going to start with is I'm going to attach the sleeves to the base. And then I'm probably going to sew in the elastic on the arms. And then I'm going to close it here and the sleeves right here. And then the next thing would be to put in the elastic here at the top. And then at the bottom, and that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna show you because I'm really proud of myself. I actually organized all of my sewing stuff. I mean, these are actually just the accessories, but it's so nice knowing where to look for things. Okay, I think we've got a match. I'm going to be using this one. I think I bought it for my Snow Queen costume that I never posted because it turned out horribly. Done. You see how much there's left, but I think it's turning out really nicely. So okay, so both sleeves are done. What we need to do now is we're gonna fold this in and put the elastic along the top so that when I try it on it's not 50 times too big. Okay, so I'm just folding the edges inwards. It's all about 5 centimeters from the top. I'm gonna pin it in place in a moment, but I think I want to make 2 little holes here in the front just so that I can adjust it and make it looser or I'm honestly a little bit upset still about that little mishap. I was really mad here because I messed up the measurements by putting too many dots and I warped it, but in the end you can't even tell, so I'm just being dramatic. Okay, so the question is, do you love it? Honestly, I feel like people wear these types of things, so I think that's a win. Sure, when I last talked to you, I had a bit of a break from making this dress, but this is what it currently looks like. So I finished the top. I put in some elastic at the bottom to make it lie nicely, although I don't really feel like it was necessary because it's still going to be hidden under the corset. I also finished the edges on the bottom of the skirt. And also I got these shoes for the dress. I'm gonna take some photos in these. These are like secondhand dance shoes and they're in great condition. They were really cheap. I got them on Vinted. So yeah, it's going good. I'm gonna get to the corset now because I've been procrastinating making it for a while now, and I finally got around to making the pattern for it. I'm gonna show you. So I made this. It looks horrible right now, but I made it using masking tape as I always do, and I drew on it kind of where I think the seams are going to go. But I recently realized it's best to just take it off, fold it, like especially in this area, it's best to just fold it and cut it along where it bends, because otherwise it's hard to sew the pieces back together. So I'll do that now. I'll cut it out, then transfer it to a piece of paper, and then start cutting out my mock-up. Okay, so yesterday I did a mock-up for this corset, and I honestly think it turned out really nice. I adjusted the back a little bit, but other than that, it's pretty much ready to go. So I'm now going to cut all the corset pieces out of this black velvet fabric that I picked out. I love it, although it is a bit stretchy, which is concerning. I'm not really sure how I'm going to tackle this. If I want the stretch to go this way or this way, because I don't want the lining to rip, because the lining is not flexible, and I don't want it to be flexible because I don't think it's going to sit as nicely if it is. Like, it's going to just bunch up everywhere. So I think I might put it like this, and after I sew in the lining, it should not be a problem. It should not move around at all. And I think I'm going to cut out 2 layers of this and 1 layer of this. So the first layer, I'm going to sew it onto this, and then I'm going to sew another layer right sides facing each other, flip it out, and this way it should be like very stable and even. Okay, here's everything cut out. Also, this fabric makes such a mess. So right now I'm debating whether or not I want to put the boning in this corset. The thing is, I normally would, but I'm kind of basing it off a costume that I had, and that one surprisingly didn't have any boning in it, and it worked really well, although I think the fabric was a bit thicker. I have decided against the boning, so okay, so I just put in the grommets, but I'm not sure I like it. It has like something flopping right here, so I might still fix it. So all that's left now is the apron. So this is the material that we're working with for the apron and the headband, whatever. So as you can see, it's kind of ribbed like the shirt. So I decided against making it a quarter circle like I did with my Alice dress. Instead, I'm just going to cut out a rectangle and probably bunch it up a little bit at the top.